welcome to round 4 bonus thing of 8-Bit Bastards. We're here at Justin's house, so we're going to apologize now for the children in the background.
Yeah, there's going to be children.
So I will edit that out as best as possible. And there will be a cat. Meow. Meow. What have you been up to? I miss you, friend.
We don't hang out because you don't have time.
Whoa, that is utter bullshit now, Mr. Mom.
I go to school full time. I work part time. What can I say? I have kids.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure they can hear all my chewing.
All your Skittle chewing. Flavor of those?
Riddles.
I've never heard of those.
They're fantastic.
Are they the centers or something? Are? I'll try one. I eat them a single time so I can taste the flavor. Oh, they are good.
It's not like the best flavor of Skittles.
They're very fruity.
They're
I like
amazing.
them. I like them.
I wonder if we can get endorsed by Skittles. Oh, Mars, excuse me, because Mars makes them.
Mars bars.
Never had a Mars bar.
So tonight we're talking about candy.
All right, well, tis the season. It is October.
It is October.
What do you do in school for Halloween? Like, you don't do anything special for people?
I do the Salem Witch Trials. We watch the thing about the Salem Witch Trials, and I teach them the true story and stuff, and the evolution of all that.
Do you ever watch Hocus Pocus?
In class? No.
You should. That's a prime example of the Salem Witch Trials.
Yeah, it is.
And then it can go with
That's actually not a bad movie.
It's a fantastic movie, and I love to watch it every year it comes on. Anytime it comes on in October, I watch it every time it's on.
Really?
I loved it.
Who was the blonde in it? She was a looker.
I think she did a couple movies. I will look it up right now. But you know the guy that played the zombie, Billy?
Billy?
He's a really well-known actor. He's always a creature, though. Like in, he's Abe from Hellboy.
No way.
Mm-hmm. It's him.
He was just in something recently, too. He was in Falling Skies on TNT.
Yeah, he does. Everything he does, he's always a creature. Like, he was the smiling man in Buffy, the bald, smiley guy.
Yeah.
He was that. He was in Pan's Labyrinth. He was the guy that was bald, had eyes in his hands.
Oh, so cool when she died.
I never seen the movie. It was in Spanish, so I never watched it.
Sorry, spoiler.
Oh, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Oh, sorry, listeners. In Pan's Labyrinth, the main character, she gets shot by her stepfather in the stomach and dies. And it's like, whoa, that was unexpected. Did you find it yet?
No, I'm looking it up.
Okay. So I went to the movies, and I have a good story about this if you want me to start.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going to go see Runner, the new JT Bat Affleck. That's what I'm going to call him now. Rico and I decided we were going to go to the movies, and he's like, oh, I got to do such and such on Saturday with my dad, and his wife and I were busy on Sunday, and I was like, I'm busy on Sunday, so we'll have to go Friday night. He's like, all right, cool. So it's usually pretty dead in Inverness on Friday nights at the theater, surprisingly. There's usually nobody there.
At the theater, really?
Yeah, it's really, really, really dead. Saturday night's the busy night at the theater, and Sunday day because all the old people go like after church and stuff.
See, I figured it Saturday, like, when I was in like high school, and this was 10 years ago, it was, that was the hot shit. You went to the movies.
We decided we're going to go to the movies Friday night. And somebody asked us, I went down to Dylan's, the pub, to pick him up. I go in there, I'm like, hey man, let's go. And they're like, oh, what are you doing? We're going to see Runner. And they're like, oh, you're going to see Gravity? I'm like, no, we're going to see Runner. Gravity just didn't look that appealing. So we get up to the ticket counter. We drive to the theater. We get up to the ticket counter. Hey guys, what's up? Because they know us there. You guys going to see Gravity? No, we're going to see Runner. Oh, okay. It was really weird. So then, Saturday afternoon, falling Skittles! Saturday afternoon, Rico calls me. You would not believe what my dad just said. His dad says, what'd you go see last night? He's like, Runner. He's like, oh, I thought you were going to see Gravity. Like, everybody thought we were going to see Gravity. A few minutes after that, I go look up the reviews, and it's getting fantastic rave reviews, that it's amazing, and this and that, and it's artwork, and yada, 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 and all this to only have, like, 4 people in the whole movie, and the way
it's like The Life of Pi, but space, essentially. That's what it seems like to me.
Well, I mean, they've done plenty of other movies where there's only 2 or 3 people, marooned on the moon or, on Mars and stuff like that, and have had a very, very small cast and done very well. I mean, I thought Oblivion with Tom Cruise is great, and it has a tiny cast. There's only like 3 people really in the whole movie.
Really? I heard Oblivion wasn't that good. I never watched it. I like Tom Cruise. I think he's a great actor. I honestly don't think he's really done a bad movie to me. He has a bad rap because he's a crazy.
Yeah, because of Scientology and all that
nonsense. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great actor. Personal life, I mean...
It's none of my fucking business.
None of my business. I'm not one to judge.
Legend, fantastic movie.
Oh, yeah.
And Tim Curry.
Ha! When he does that. So, and who's it? Who's the chick in that? Oh, she's super.
I can never remember her name, but she was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Anyway, we thought it was funny that everybody thought we were going to go see Gravity. We went and saw Runner Runner. So I'll give you the review of the movie. It has this incredible cast: Ben Affleck, Justin Timberlake, several other people in it that I don't remember their names, but you would recognize them. Be like, oh yeah, I know that guy from movies. It's just boring. Like, nothing really ever happens. There's these really awesome scenes of them. Like, there's one part where they toss these guys in the ocean and there's crocodiles about ready to eat them, and you're just kind of like, It doesn't feel exciting ever. Nothing really ever seems to happen in the movie. It's very bland. The basic of the movie is he falls into his own trap of playing online poker to try to make up for his ready to get kicked out of school for online gambling because he promotes it. The premise is he goes down to Ben Affleck, who lives in wherever, I even forgot, because it's like not that inspiring to remember anything about the movie. He goes down to Central America or whatever, where there's a corrupt government, where he can pay off everybody to keep his online gambling going. And he goes down there and tells them that he caught cheaters on his side or whatever. He hires him then and basically uses him as a scapegoat, yada, yada, yada. Ben Affleck turns out to be really is the bad guy. He is a bad guy. And, you have the twist around how he, fixes it all. And Justin Timberlake gets the girl and saves the day and ends happily ever after. It felt like they could have done so much more with it. Just like nothing ever happens. Like when he gets beat up, you're just like, you don't feel anything. Like there's no emotional connection with the characters.
That sucks. Speaking of like bad movies, I was watching TV and on FX it popped up and the Green Lantern was on. So I sat and was watching some of the Green Lantern, and I was just thinking, I was like, this to me really isn't that bad of a movie. But I started like reading up like reviews and stuff, and one of the big things was that people bitch was like the lack of acting. I didn't think anyone was really bad acting wise in the movie. I mean, Tim Robbins is in it, he's a pretty big actor. Ryan Reynolds does fantastic movies. What bad movie has he really done per se besides Green Lantern during the time? I just didn't see where a lot of these reviews were bad, and apparently there's still talks of a sequel.
R.I.P.D. is not good.
Oh, I would imagine. I heard it wasn't good.
It's not good.
But is it bad because of Ryan Reynolds or Jeff Daniels, or is it just a bad movie?
It's just a bad movie. They're good, and they deliver their lines, and they have good banter, and they're good together, and they have good chemistry. But the movie premise is bad. It's delivered bad. The pacing's bad. The special effects are just like over the top. I mean, unless you're watching a sci-fi movie, you're never going to get bad special effects anymore because anybody with a home computer can do awesome special effects nowadays.
Yeah, that's true. I heard, like, the way our R.I.P.D. sounded like to me was like, do you remember the show Dead Like Me?
Yes.
It's
with Dexter.
Yeah, it's...
Right?
In it? No, he's in...
6 Feet Under.
6 Feet Under.
Okay,
yeah.
my bad. My wife, one of her favorite shows is Dead Like Me.
Really?
She loves that show.
My wife thought it was amazing, and I think the girl George in it is absolutely atrocious. She is so fucking ugly. Like, I can't stand watching the show because she's so ugly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't find her attractive at all. I want to punch her in the face.
I like her sense of humor, though.
She's funny, but she is god-awful looking.
Yeah, she's rough on the eyes.
She is something else. But, I mean, either way, that's what the movie kind of seemed like, is these guys dressed up to look like something else reap souls, essentially.
Yeah. They don't really reap souls. They get souls that snuck out of hell or snuck out of purgatory or whatever, and they're hiding in human bodies, and they sniff pepper to turn into their monster forms or something. It's stupid. The script is terrible. The premise is terrible. I think there's probably some ad-libbing, from Ryan Reynolds and Jeff Daniels, and they do a good job. They couldn't carry the movie.
Is that your opinion, or is that general? I'm saying is the general public said it was a bad movie, or it was okay.
Well, it got terrible reviews, and box office, I think it lost money.
Oh, did it?
I think.
Well, I was looking at the stuff for Green Lantern, and they never lost money. They still made money. They still made like $100-some-odd million from it.
Well, it's because a lot of times I know that I'm guilty of going on and looking at the money wise, and it's based on U.S. and you got to think of it worldwide. I mean, technically, Waterworld didn't lose money.
Waterworld was a great movie.
Waterworld made money because worldwide sales.
Well, if you think of it this way, think of all the bad movies, like Mallrats, an amazing movie, got awful reviews. It was like a terrible movie in a lot of people's eyes.
And Rico and I always do that. When we went to see Runner Runner, or we went to see, a lot of these shows, we will purposely not look at any reviews until we've watched the movie to see what our opinion is based on the reviewers and things. Or a lot of times I'll look at Fandango and just see what the fans say, go, don't go.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. And that was one of the RIPD was don't go. And I'm like, really? I was like, it looked kind of funny. It actually looked good, but it seems like one of the movies that everything you saw in the previews were the best parts.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you remember the movie The Other Guys with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg? I saw that in theaters, and that movie was so fucking dumb to me. I fell asleep in it. Like, it was so stupid, but some people loved it.
That could be possibly his only not good movie, Mark Wahlberg, because I think he's fantastic and doesn't do bad movies.
What was the movie that he did with The Rock?
Oh, crap.
It was... I heard that one wasn't that good.
Pain and Gain. No, it's fantastic.
I heard... Well, I can't remember.
You have to... Okay, here's the thing about Pain and Gain. It is portrayed by... The trailer doesn't do it justice. The trailer gives you an idea that you're going in watching a comedy.
And
it is not a comedy. It is a dark, sadistic, twisted perversion of a comedy.
I heard that the movie is based off like a true story.
Yep.
And that's kind of
down in Miami.
Yeah, and like they murdered some guy by accident and all this shit.
Well, the one guy, there was one accidental murder and one guy on purpose.
Okay. Well, and I can't remember. I think it may have been my buddy Logan telling me like he was thinking like that's stupid. Like why would they make a movie about that? But I mean,
they make true story movies all the time.
Did you know? Oh, fun fact that the movie 30 Minutes or Less, you know, with Jesse Eisenberg and Aziz Ansari and Danny McBride. It's a movie where the guy, they strap the bomb to his chest.
Yes. You
know, that's based off of a true story. That really happened to some guy.
They get the pizza delivery boy.
Yeah, and the fucking pizza boy really blew up. While Rebecca and I, she found it online that that is a legit story.
Wow.
And the pizza boy did not survive. Nope, he blew the fuck up.
No, I really liked Pain and Gain. I thought it was fantastic. It came out of left field. Like I was expecting a comedy, and I walked out. I was like, if you were mad because of that, then yes, I could see you being upset that you didn't like the movie. But know that it's not a comedy, and I think that you'll really enjoy it. And then once I read that it was a true story, I was like, wow. And I started reading, like you said, some of the stuff that, you know, there's one part where they're trying to get rid of the body, and so they're trying to like get acid and get rid of it and stuff like that. And The Rock's character kind of loses it and goes nuts because he's like a super hardcore religious dude, and he loses his shit. And he goes outside and he starts barbecuing the guy. He chops him up into pieces and starts barbecuing. And when Mark Wahlberg comes out, he opens up the barbecue and you see the guy's forearms and hands laying on the barbecue grilling. And some dude walks over and like is at like, that smells really good. Let me get some of that later or whatever. And like he wheels the barbecue inside and he starts yelling at The Rock. And it's a crazy scene. And like that really happened. That was a true part of the story where like the guy started grilling the dead dude. Like it was messed up.
I kind of want to watch it now.
I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was really good.
Did that get good reviews, or was that...
I don't remember. I don't know, to be honest. That one I didn't watch. I didn't look at the reviews. I didn't.
Okay, well, I guess it sucks. Like, I'll find, like, a movie that, like, is, you know, like, Green Lantern wasn't a bad movie to me. It wasn't fantastic. It was just another superhero movie to me. But it just seems weird that it was hated so bad. It just, I mean, it's the punchline of a lot of jokes. I mean, like, Family Guy makes fun of it. American Dad makes fun of it. A lot of Seth MacFarlane stuff makes fun of it. And then, like, even fucking Mad TV, the cartoon show on, you know, Cartoon Network, they make fun of it.
Do you think that could possibly be because they are huge Green Lantern fans and they feel let down or disappointed, like you and I making fun of X-Men because we were disappointed in those movies?
I guess so, but I mean, you could still say, I mean, and X-Men got awesome reviews, and that was a fucking goddamn travesty. That movie was awful, every one of them. Even X-Men Origins, even the Wolverine movie didn't get the best reviews, but it was still a good movie. It wasn't like canon to the story really, but I mean, all in all, it was a good movie besides the fucking Deadpool becomes Cyclops Nightcrawler
thing. That was the tragedy.
That was awful. But then, you know, and it just, I guess it for me, it's, you know, these type of things are, you know, that might kill Ryan Reynolds' career. Think about the movies that came out the last couple of years. Green Lantern, R.I.P.D. have all been
Turbo,
you know, bad movies. Turbo
flopped.
Was Turbo a flop?
Yep. It was something like, and I'm making this up, I'm pulling out my ass, but it was something like his two movies combined didn't even equal half as much as the movie that got first place or something. It was that bad because Turbo and R.I.P.D. came out on the same weekend, and they both were huge flops. They made something like $20 million together, and that was it. Like, they were big flops. Like, he's done a lot of...
My daughter loved Turbo. She thought it was a great movie. But how does a kid's movie do bad?
I don't know. I don't know how a kid's movie does bad.
I don't understand it.
I mean, that's kind of...
I thought it had a pretty funny premise. I mean, Samuel L. Jackson's in it.
I mean, if you put any kid's movie up against, when Thor comes out, or a Harry Potter movie comes out, or Star Wars, or, one of the other big franchises, I don't remember what came out that weekend, but maybe something else was big. And so parents are like, no, I'm not taking you to see Turbo.
Yeah.
Or maybe they just like, we just went and saw yada, yada, yada that came out 2 weeks ago. And you have kids, taking 2 kids to the movie theater with popcorn and sodas. I mean, it's a $50, $75 deal.
Yeah, my son's not old enough. For me, personally, I don't think he's old enough to go because he won't pay attention. My daughter's at the age where she'll sit and watch me. We took her to see Wreck-It Ralph, and she was awesome during it. She didn't fucking say a word. She was on that screen.
Glued.
Was good.
I don't know. It's weird. I think that a lot of time it's the reviews have somewhat of a factor, but I think it's word of mouth.
I would see that, I guess.
It also depends on how the advertising goes with it. I mean, how many millions of extra advertising dollars they put into it to run it, not only online, on websites, on TV, what channels, how many channels, what time they're having.
Well, that's what I feel too. Is a lot of movies aren't getting the publicity that I felt like they got like 5 years ago. Like, you'd see a movie trailer 6 months ahead of time, and you would anticipate a movie. Like, a new movie comes out, like, oh, it comes out in 3 weeks. Like, what the fuck? I didn't hear a word about it till a week before it comes out.
See, now I have the opposite thing because Rico and I go to movies almost every single weekend.
See, that's true.
We saw the Rush preview for I don't know how long.
The Rush?
No, Rush, not The Rush. Rush, the race car movie.
Oh,
by Ron Howard.
Jesus Christ! Every DVD has that goddamn thing on it.
And I know, and we saw previews for like a year, and we were like, let's just go see it to get out of our system because I'm tired of watching previews for this damn movie.
And that's a big movie like that. Yes, you'll see that, but there's something comes out on the 25th of this month that I saw 2 things for.
So you been watching any TV? We kind of gone on rant for 20 minutes on movies.
By the time I usually get home from stuff, and I never get a chance to watch TV. Like, I watched an episode of Dads.
Tell me about Dads.
It's so hard to describe that fucking show. This episode was episode 3, and Seth Green has a Mexican maid. What the fuck is her name?
Consuela?
She's basically Consuela. She's a chubby,
stereotypical
Mexican that cleans his house. The other guy, which is Giovanni, I never pronounce his last name. They, his dad, like I said, his dad always fucking fucks up his house, and he won't say anything to him. So Seth Green tries to be nice and like, hey, use my cleaning lady for the day. She leaves Seth Green and only cleans his house, and that's what the whole episode is about, him trying to get his love back.
That's funny.
It's it's actually a really funny episode.
Let's talk about the cancellations.
There's already been cancellations?
Yeah, We Are Men.
What is that?
It's I don't know. I never watched it, but it's already been canceled. 2 episodes canceled.
We Are Men.
Yeah, it's the fat kid the guy from Sliders, fat kid from Stand By Me.
Jerry O'Connell?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the main guy in it. Canceled 2 episodes. So, and I never got to watch it. I'm glad I didn't. And as Emsa predicted,
what?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine looking to be canceled. It's gotten terrible amounts of viewership.
Really?
Yep.
I saw a thing last night about it that New York Times rates greatest show ever, blah 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 blah. I watch it. I think it's funny.
No, it's great. I've watched the last couple of episodes, and I think it's hysterical. I really like. They seem to be. They toned it back a little bit, like what we were talking about. There was too much Andy Samberg.
See, they only have 2. They only have 2 on the on-demand station. I haven't got the 3rd episode because the 3rd episode aired last night, didn't it?
Or the night before. Yeah, my wife and I watched it, and it does focus in a little bit on the other characters, and it shows some of the stuff they're going on. And Terry Crews has a little bit more of a role, and it's not all centered around the captain and Andy Samberg. So I thought it was good, but I guess it's not getting the viewership. And the thing I was reading on the blog that I read is that it'll probably be canceled. Its viewership is lower than the Mindy Project.
The Mindy Project's on like its 3rd fucking season.
And they're saying it's probably going to get canceled as well.
Thank Christ. My wife watches that show. I fucking hate it so much. God, it drives me insane.
Yeah, they said that.
But here's my thing. Is they can't cancel either of those shows if they don't cancel Two Broke Girls.
Two Broke Girls is fantastic.
It's so fucking stupid.
It's all dick and fart jokes. I thought you would love it.
I love it, but okay. The delivery is awful. Was it Kat? I want Kat Dennings.
Kat Dennings.
I want to fucking break her neck. I think she's hot too. I hate her so much because these stupid one-liners. Like I want to fight her. Like,
she's a one-liner. She delivers these dry one-liners. That's her thing.
But that's all she does. She literally has no line besides a one-liner.
Yeah, one-liner about sexual innuendos is all she does. That's her shtick.
I want to fight her so bad. Like it makes me like my wife watches it and I've sat down and watched I think 5 or 6 episodes and I'm like I want her to shut up.
She's my least favorite character. I like all the supporting cast actually more. I like Earl, the old black dude. I like their boss, the little Korean dude or whatever. Oleg's my favorite.
The Russian dude?
Yeah, or whatever, Ukrainian or whatever he is.
He's funny.
He's funny. I like all the supporting characters and stuff, and then all the random people that come in and, are basically on one episode. I think that's really, really good. But that show's not getting canceled. And so the things I've been reading is that one that's already been canceled and that Brooklyn Nine-Nine and Mindy Project are going to bite the dust this year.
I think they're asking too much out of shows, though. Like, it's only, 3 episodes in, canceled? Like, give people a chance, to get a chance to watch it.
No, they gotta have the numbers to get the viewership. I mean, because you gotta think, so many people DVR things and fast forward through the commercials now. They've gotta see live people watching it to make sure they're getting their advertising dollars.
But that's the thing, is how many shows do you ever watch? Actual,
Live?
Yeah. Never. I'm the same way. I never watch the show, ever.
I never watch it live.
I always catch it on the on-demand channel.
I've always said this. I think I've said it before on the podcast. The only thing I watch live is football.
But that's my thing, is and that's what I always worried, is like, how do they judge this got X amount of DVRs?
Yeah, well, supposedly the website that I use mainly is called TV by the Numbers. And it talks about they adjust the Nielsen ratings, because if you get a Nielsen box, you have a special hookup that reads...
My buddy Kenny, he had 3 in his house. His mom signed up for it.
Yeah, you sign up for it, and they monitor what you watch and how often you watch TV and yada yada yada. A lot of times they'll take those numbers and probably through some mathematical formula can extrapolate how many DVRs based on the live number watching. I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but I always read on there they're like so and so adjusted up, because they get the numbers in and they adjust up the number of viewers based on DVRing online. Also, I think is starting to come into a factor now, because a lot of shows you can go on the website or like Fox has their on demand. You can actually go to fox.com and watch TV shows. NBC, you can watch things. Also, another way they've been tracking stuff now is through almost every single show. You can tweet with the actors. If you watch the show live, you can tweet with them, because they're like under their contract, they have to tweet. They have the touch screen interactive now. They're like, get your iPad out and you can play a game or do a quiz or do interactive stuff while the show is going, and you can win prizes and stuff like that. I know that is a way that they track how many people are watching.
It sucks though, because like, are they even like, for me,
Firefly.
Another Firefly thing, but for me, like, I only watch it on the on-demand. Like, a lot of stuff I catch up on the on-demand channel. So is there, like, a thing for that? Like, this got watched X amount of times on the on-demand?
They have to be able to track that.
Yeah, I'm sure they can, but it seems like the numbers that they're looking for are almost...
unrealistic.
Yeah.
If you are not a Big Bang Theory and getting 10 to 15 million live viewers every single week, you're gone.
Well, the thing is, too, is a lot of those shows, Big Bang Theory gets that even more now because they're syndicated. They're on TBS, they're on the CW, they're on More TV, they're on all those stations. They're on like 7 stations plus CBS. The syndicated show, they usually have to be on for 3 seasons before you get syndicated?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and that's why like Supernatural, you've seen such a rise in it. It's back up to like 2 or 3 million consistent live viewers.
Yeah,
because it's syndicated.
Yeah, it's syndicated. Every day on TNT you get 2 episodes from 9 to 11. And that's how I started watching it, because my dad was watching it, and I'm like, the premise of Supernatural, when it was told to me, I was like, that sounds fucking stupid. I was like, how are 2 assholes going to combat vampires and werewolves? So, like, there's no way.
And then it's awesome.
And then I watched it, and I fucking love it. It's so badass.
So let's, we're like 28 minutes. Do you want to do the weekly Sleepy Hallow rant?
I didn't watch this week's.
Oh, God.
Did you watch the Sandman? The Sandman one was...
Yeah, I think we talked about that one on here.
Honestly, did we? Because that one was...
No,
was rough.
Yeah, that was the one with the Native Americans. So the next one is there's a secret object. Can you want me to spoil it for you a little bit?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so you saw the end of it where the sister escapes.
Escapes, yeah.
So they find her, they hook up, and they're finding this secret object that is going to give them a secret key to unleash demons. Okay, that's kind of the premise of the whole thing. And you get that really quick in the episode, so that's nothing being spoiled, really. Here it is again, the point that you brought up, which just kills me every time. There's this giant loophole in the plot, in the story, in the script, and who's there to save the day? Ichabod! So in this one, the secret object was lost because he couldn't retrieve it, and he was at the Boston Tea Party. He invented the Boston Tea Party. He suddenly knows about this object, yada, yada, yada. He suddenly can speak German.
Well, he says it in the second episode that he knows like 7 languages.
Okay, it's just like you said. When they don't have something, Ichabod suddenly knows it. He has a friend of a friend back in the day, 200 years ago, that now suddenly it's relevant to help them out at this point in time. It's just like, come on, people.
He, like, as much as I don't want to say it, he's basically the Sheldon of goddamn Sleepy Hollow. Like, that's how he is to me. Like, he's as much as I don't like him, I like him.
No, he's like Data from the next generation of Star Trek.
Oh, that's a little bit better, yeah. I see.
You know, when you need somebody that can do everything, he can do it.
Yeah.
He finally starts fighting a little bit.
Is he a badass or he get his ass kicked?
Nah, he's...
mediocre at best.
I was disappointed, and I don't want to spoil it for what happens or whatever, because it's like the only action scene of the thing, but I was disappointed in that. I just told my wife, I was like, this show is just killing me. It seems to draw on, and I cannot get into it, and I watch it to like punish myself so I can tell you listeners to not watch this show. I'm doing you a service. We should start charging for these bonus episodes.
I feel like it'll pick up steam. Like they're gonna set the character basis, and then maybe second season it'll get better. They
alluded to in the next episode that he starts making comments that maybe he needs to change his appearance and his clothes and stuff. Finally, he's like, "Do you think I need a new look or whatever, or something like that and stuff?" So they're
gonna sexify him, make all the ladies love him. Watch.
I guess
he's gonna get a haircut. He's gonna keep that George Clooney stubble. Make it happen.
And it's doing really well. Like it's the number one or number 2 show on that network.
No shit. It's like the baby version of Supernatural.
Fox has got a winner there. I'm pretty sure, if I read correctly on the thing, it's already been renewed for a second season. Like after the first episode, they already renewed it. They're that happy with the numbers.
Exactly. And so Brooklyn Nine-Nine is going shit down the tube.
And Brooklyn Nine-Nine is way better than Sleepy Hollow.
It's funny, but they're 2 different demographics. I feel that if Sleepy Hollow took like a couple steps back, slowed down a little bit, it would be better. Yeah, and that's what we talked about before. In the first episode, they just gave so much away. That dude should not have died. And I know they're going for the dramatic effect, just like in Scream or all those shows where they kill the main character off in the first 5 minutes. But he should not have died until a mid-season finale, season finale, or something like that. And thank God they didn't show the ice cream thing. He keeps coming back into it. And he's the ghost, essentially, that helps her out. Because I know he pops up in one of her dreams or memories or something.
He just keeps coming back. It's weird. I don't know.
He seems so sad and depressed.
I really, really wanted to like that show. And every time I watch it, I'm just a little bit more disheartened. And I feel like I've lost my soul. I did watch one new show last night.
What's that?
It's on the CW. Let's preface it with that.
Was it Arrow Season 2 begin?
No, that's not a new show, but I will watch that when I get home, eat dinner tonight after I leave here.
I heard it's not good.
Arrow's fantastic.
No, I'm kidding. I have know nothing about it. I have
really
a bias against CW shows, and you might call me a fag for this, but the Tomorrow People, I want to watch it so bad. And I think
the new show I watched is The Tomorrow People.
Is it?
Yep, that's what I was going to talk about.
And the only reason why I want to watch it is because when I was a kid, on Nickelodeon, they had The Tomorrow People.
Yeah, it's a 1970s show. Yeah, it was made into a cartoon. It's a British show.
Mm-hmm. It started off as a British show. It got made into a cartoon. They got made live action again during the 90s for Nickelodeon, and it didn't go that well. Now they've remade it again. Basically, they're all like superheroes. They all have like weird like telekinesis and teleportation, or is it only some have teleportation and some have telekinesis?
Do you want me to spoil it for you?
Oh, you can tell me.
All right, so The premise is Steven, the main character, thinks he's going crazy. He's had a really bad life, yada, yada, yada. Ooh, sad me, boo-hoo, high school student. They figure out the one girl gets him through telepathy, and they all have superpowers. They all have the powers. They don't have one, they have them all. And that was like, whoa, I didn't know that either.
What are all the powers, though?
So they call them the 3 Ts. They have teleportation, telepathy, and telekinesis.
So they can read minds, move shit with their mind, and teleport.
Yeah. They do a pretty good job. The powers are done really cool. The teleportation is very similar to how it's done in Jumper.
Yeah, that's what the commercials look like. And the bad guy is the
the devil from Supernatural.
Supernatural, yeah. And
CW loves him.
Well, not just that. He is the bad guy in the remake of Being Human. He was Eric. He was the bad guy in that.
Yeah, he's the bad guy, and it's very fast paced. Again, almost the same complaint I had with Sleepy Hallow is it gives way too much away too fast. But it does set up the storyline, and it took a weird twist at the end. He doesn't do what you expected, and you're like, whoa! So I thought that was kind of cool. The acting is okay. Everybody's super hot. You know, the dudes are really hot. The chicks are really hot.
The dudes are hot, huh? You can say they're handsome men. You don't
they're handsome men.
You don't have to suck their dick on the fucking mic.
I'm not sucking no mic. It's a CW show. Yeah, it's catered towards probably, teenage girls or whatever. But the fighting scenes...
Lackluster?
A little lackluster. You can tell it's choreographed, and you can tell that, when they do the punch, it's 3 inches away.
Oh, really?
You can so see that it's not a realistic... I mean, they're that's their punch. That's their punch. Like we did better stuff with handheld cameras in middle school when we did pretend fights and we did choreographed stuff. So that one thing I was like, wow, that's really bad choreography. And I'm not sure why.
It'll tighten up, I'm sure.
Yeah, it'll tighten up. It was the pilot, but I'll watch it again. I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I just, I had a few of those reservations and concerns, but it did surprise me on a few things. There's definitely some big twists in it that they already revealed to you. You're like, whoa. And then you're like, whoa. And you're like, whoa. So that was kind of cool. So it's good. Watch it. It's worth a watch.
I'll have to find it. Can you...
It was last night, so...
Well, I'm saying on the... what's it called? The on-demand channels. Does the on-demand have a CW little section? Because they have like Fox, NBC, ABC, blah, 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 blah.
Just watch on your computer.
I probably will. I'm going to hook my other computer up to my TV so I can just do it that way.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
The CW has you can watch their shows online. Usually it's 1 week after, though, and it just premiered last night. Oh. So you probably won't be able to watch it until the weekend or next week. But you need to watch it so we can talk about it.
I will watch it, and there's a couple other shows I want to watch. I can catch up on.
What else you want to watch?
I want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine this week. I need to watch the new episode of Dads. I need to watch Sleepy Hollow.
You got a lot.
A lot to watch.
I liked Arrow. To go back to that one.
Have they showed the Flash yet?
No. He comes in episode 21, and it's going to be a backdoor pilot. Black Canary is going to be introduced.
Black Canary.
Mm-hmm. So the first season there were no
Black Canary as in Batman's daughter. Black Canary.
I don't know which one they're going to go with. I don't know, but the first season there are no superheroes basically. Well, Green Arrow's technically a superhero. There was nobody with superpowers. It's all grounded in reality. And this season, they're kind of breaking out. They will introduce Black Canary in episode like 5 or 6, and she's going to have superpowers. And then episode 21, which is like almost the season finale, they're introducing the Flash. That will be that backdoor pilot of how they're going to introduce the Flash show next year. So September 2014 is when the Flash show will start.
Black Canary, Black Canary.
Black Canary, Black Canary. So, and I liked Arrow. I thought it was good.
She was in Birds of Prey. She's not actually Batman's daughter. I was thinking, because Birds of Prey, they had the show Birds of Prey, which was supposedly Batman and Catwoman's daughter, wasn't it?
The only thing about Green Arrow is, a lot of times, you watch the new people and you watch, Supernatural for the cool specialness, and Green Arrow is a little ordinary. Nothing ever super extraordinary happens.
He's like the Cape. That's why I won't watch Arrow, because I feel like it's like the Cape.
But he doesn't even have that many powers. The Cape at least kind of had powers.
He didn't have powers. He whipped a cape at people.
That was pretty badass.
I'm going to tell you, it went 3 episodes and got canceled?
It went like 9. I don't know how many it went. I watched them all, though. So sad. Oh, the air conditioning kicked on. That's going to be picking up.
I found out the people in Hocus Pocus, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Who is it?
We pull it back up. God damn it.
I don't know how to use my iPhone.
No, it's not that. All right. Who'd you want to know?
The blonde girl.
Which blonde?
Not Bette Midler.
Oh, Sarah Jessica Parker.
That's who it was. It was Sarah Jessica Parker.
I thought you were asking like what the older.
Now we look like idiots.
She was so hot in the movie, and I was actually, my wife and I, this was probably like 2-3 weeks ago, we were watching Footloose the original because she'd never seen it, and I'm a sucker for Kevin Bacon.
Everybody loves Bacon.
I love Kevin Bacon. And I was like, guess who that is? She's like, who? And I was like, that's Sarah Jessica Parker. She's like, no fucking way, because she's super hot in that movie too. And then she takes a turn for like, I don't, does her face just automatically grow all of a sudden?
Her nose never stops growing, so hers just kind of gets bigger, and her boobs get saggier.
And her fucking jaw, that goddamn chiseled thing of marble.
Like a Family Guy.
Jesus Christ. She was so hot in both of those, and now she's a chud.
Yeah, well, surgery does that to you.
By the way, the guy's name is Doug Jones, which is
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones.
Yeah, he was in Hellboy. And what was the other one? Go to him real quick.
He's in Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf. Yeah. And he's
until
in
2014.
No, I remember
Falling Skies. He's Cochise.
Yeah, Cochise in Falling Skies. That's what I said earlier.
He's in Sons of Anarchy.
He's in a ton of stuff.
A ton of things. But 9 times out of 10, he's always dressed up as something.
Yeah, you can't tell who he is.
Remember in Legion, the ice cream man and his arm?
Yes, that's him too?
That's him too.
Wow. Yeah, he always plays a weird-looking individual because he has that look.
And he's ridiculously lanky.
Like you.
Okay. I wish I was lanky.
Oh, I wish I was lanky.
Teen Wolf, speaking of which, still watched a bit of it.
You have not watched any of season 3.
It's not on demand yet.
It's not going to be. It's not on Netflix?
All but one episode. No, they won't put it on there until the other season begins, I don't think.
Skip the pilot and watch the others.
I can't. I have to watch it in succession.
I hate you.
I'm sorry.
There's a show we could spend an hour on bonus round. Talking about how wonderful Scott is.
I'm a little deterred because he's not with that super hot chick anymore.
Which, the redhead, he's never with her.
No, we've talked about this at length before.
The redhead is way hotter.
The fuck she is. She is not nearly as hot as the one chick.
The brunette?
Yes. God, she's so hot.
No.
She's way hotter.
I don't agree, but that's cool.
But either way, she's not with that one chick anymore, and I like the love story. I thought it was good.
You don't know what's happened. You don't even know what's happened.
You've already told me that they don't get together, and they don't really stay together.
Scott can have any chick he wants.
Does he pee on them? Because he started pissing on shit.
Piss on me. I'm marking my territory, biatch.
I wonder, do they go into, another type of creature that he has to fight, or is it just all the other werewolf back?
I forgot. It's been so long since I watched.
You're a fucking liar. You can just tell me. I don't care.
No, I'm not spoiling for you because I want to talk about it.
Is it
Because it's a fantastic show, and the way it's evolved and the way it's gone is amazing, and I think the writing in it has become very creative, and I think that they have easily enough now to do another 2 or 3 seasons. I hope that it's enough to be successful.
Finish off with the movie?
No, I would like to see it go at least it's had 3 seasons. I think the 3rd season is by far the best. It's my favorite so far.
Well, they talked about in the first season how it didn't really go over that well, and they were kind of iffy about making season 2. And then season 2 really wrapped shit up, put shit together, because season 2 was good.
Yeah, season 3 is fantastic. I thought it was great. Everything you want to happen, except for maybe him getting with the girl, and I forgot.
Kind of happens.
Like everything you want to happen happens. You're like, yeah.
And then something kicks you in the dick at the last.
And something kind of kicks you in the dick a little bit, but you're still okay with getting kicked in the dick because you know your dick's gonna get sucked off in season 4.
But it's not season 4. The thing that I read too is that they split season 3.
That's because they're summer shows. Psych did that for a long time. Eureka did that for a long time.
Psych is an awful show.
I know. But I'm just saying.
Eureka wasn't bad. I like Eureka.
I'm just saying your summer shows are done on a different schedule, like White Collar and all these other ones that are done.
Walking Dead's not. And remember, Heroes and Walking Dead do a Christmas hiatus where they go on break for a month or 2.
A lot of shows do that. Most go on a Christmas hiatus because they show all the Christmas stuff and all the parades and football and all that. Most shows right around the middle of December will go off until February. Then they'll go from February to the end of March, and they stop in March for March Madness. They take another month break, and they'll start back up for April, May, and then they end. It's kind of how the TV schedule goes for most shows. Now, reality shows have their own set of rules. The singing competitions, like The Voice and American Idol, all those have their different ways too.
When will those go away?
Never.
You really think they'll... Well, American...
40 million viewers every week? Are you kidding?
Jesus.
They'll watch it live. You got to remember, they're watching those live because if they watch it DVR'd, when they walk into work the next day, somebody's going to spoil some shit for them and they're going to be pissed. Worse than The Walking Dead spoiled.
For you?
for me. It starts this Sunday.
Everyone, by the way, I've talked to multiple people, and they said this third season, like, no one liked. Everyone that I've talked to about this last third season,
It was way better than the second season.
it was better, but they still thought it was lackluster. Like the Walking Dead, I feel that it's hit its peak, and it's going to start to go down unless they really start changing shit.
It started going down after season 1. Season 1 was amazing. And when you start hitting a home run,
this is your opinion. That's not actual factual from reviews. I'm saying as an actual reviewed thing that I feel that they've plateaued, and either they need to give us something really big, really good, or it's going to turn to shit.
they need to get back on the run and have some stuff happen and encounter other.
Have you seen any of the previews? They're still at the fucking prison.
I thought they were leaving.
No, they're in like another part of the prison.
I haven't watched any previews. I know it starts this Sunday.
God damn it.
What?
All like my favorite shows are like disappearing. Dexter's gone. I didn't finish that either. What was that? Dexter's gone. Well, no.
We watched some Dexter. My wife and I went over to Rico's house and we watched a little bit. It was good. It finally stuff happened. I was like getting a little excited for him.
Well, how far did you get?
Episodes 5 and 6.
Did you finish last season?
No, 7. We're still in the 7th season.
Oh,
where Deb, the whole Deb him issue. He's just getting into it with the bad guy, the mobster dude. Like they're going back and forth. It's getting good finally.
Yeah, you're gonna be real excited for season 8. That's sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No, we don't have Cinemax or whatever it's on.
It's on like its 4th season. Download it.
I don't do things like that.
You can download it and pay for it? You have iTunes.
Oh, that's expensive. I'm a cheap bastard. I have it on my queue on Netflix. It's like down in the 40s though. I have so many other shows. Look at how many shows we've talked about that I watch. There's so many.
You'll never be able to catch up on a lot of shows, I don't feel. Like, you'll never, if you don't start a show, like, that's in, like, its 4th season now, you'll never watch it. Like, I don't think you would ever watch Game of Thrones.
Well, like, a lot of times what Becky and I have decided to do is some of those shows is we'll go back when they're done, and go back and watch the whole thing. Like, sit down on our spring break and watch 100 episodes and be done with it.
I can't believe you guys do that.
Yeah, we do that. We have 15 episodes of Burn Notice. The last 15 episodes. They're all sitting on our DVR waiting to watch. We have like the last 3 of the previous season, and in the very last season we have the entire season to watch. And we'll sit down one weekend and blast through all 15 of them. Back to back. Boom, 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 boom. And be done with it. And that series is done too.
Oh, it's over?
Yep, Burn Notice ended.
I've never seen a single episode. I've seen bits and pieces, and I don't like the main character. That's why I won't watch it. I don't like
Jeffrey
him.
Donovan's fantastic.
I don't like him, and I don't like his girlfriend. She is not attractive.
She's okay. It depends on a lot of things. My wife always critiques her, like, what do they do to her eyebrows? She looks so ugly this episode.
Fair enough.
But I met Bruce Campbell, so
I only want to watch it because Bruce Campbell, but I only want to watch the parts with Bruce Campbell. By the way, I have a thing liked on Facebook that's like horror movies and stuff. They had a fucking Evil Dead Ash Green Lantern.
That's cool.
And he had a big construct chainsaw and shit.
We record on the end of this. Let me see. Oh, okay, we're recording.
Let's well, you just tell them what happened. That half our thing got cut, so we're splicing an ending to it. Sorry, it was kind of.
You just ruined it.
You could cut that. I can't cut it again. Why? It'd be funny because you're gonna tell it sound out quiet in here. And it's kind of echoey at my house.
It is.
So it's gonna be like echoey, perfectly clean.
Perfectly clean. All right. So this is us adding on the last piece of because my computer sucks and sorry. Hope you enjoyed that episode.
Yeah, hope you got something out of it because we ranted for like another 20 minutes.
Yeah, we ranted another 20 minutes.
And I don't remember what we talked about at all.
I don't remember what movies or anything we talked about. We went on for another 20 minutes. So anyway.
Yeah, call it whatever.
Yep, we're calling it. Bye.
See you.